afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Thanksgiving Eve. I was blessed in for Susan on this Wednesday. How are you?
I'm well. I'm ready for some turkey.
Yeah, I am too. We had some yesterday at the station.
That was just a warm-up. Come on.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
just a warm-up.
Lots going on today, so let's get started. After more than 2 months on administrative leave, the Madison police officer accused of having sex in his squad car in public has resigned. We'll have the results of the department's investigation.
And 3 men are now convicted of murdering Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia, but there were a few not guilties in the mix too. We'll break down the jury's decision and explain what it means going forward. And
if you're looking for a rapid COVID test tomorrow ahead of seeing friends and family, are you out of luck? We're looking into the availability of testing as Thanksgiving arrives. But first, it's one of the busiest travel days of the year. Here's taking a look outside. Not a bad day today.
No, it's not. It's gorgeous today.
Today, but tomorrow,
right.
Bundle up the turkey, says Dana, who's in the backyard. Almost 50 today.
Yes, really, really nice this afternoon. I didn't have to wear a coat out on the patio, but I will certainly need one later this evening and as we look ahead to the next few days. But a cloud coverage building in overhead. Temperature-wise, we are at 51 degrees in Madison right now. Remember, this time of year, average high temperatures are in the low 40s, so we are quite a bit above average this afternoon. A little bit of a cloudy sky today. We did see some sunshine coming through earlier on, but that cloud coverage will stick with us overnight. We do have some showers, mainly to the south of Madison, and the forecast as we look ahead to the late evening. I think areas northwest will stay dry, but we could see some light flurries for early in the day for Thanksgiving Thursday. 54 currently in Janesville, 49 in Platteville. As we look ahead to tomorrow, temperature-wise, we pull back quite a bit. Highs will be in the low 30s with cooler conditions expected also as we look ahead to Black Friday. Of course, today's focus, getting things ready for tomorrow and our traffic conditions right now. Thankfully, we're not seeing any major delays along the interstate just yet, but the Beltline has quite a few slowdown spots. Near 151, the speed's down to just about 10 miles per hour, and those slowdowns pick up yet again closer to Monona, and I'm pretty positive that we're going to continue to see that stretch of slow traffic along the Beltline through the rest of this evening. Again, for southwestern Wisconsin, no hiccups, and for the interstate right now, 39 and 90, we're not seeing those delays just yet, north and southbound, but something we're going to continue to monitor. 24 minutes to get from the Beltline to Janesville, Middleton to Sauk City, right at 16 minutes, and 19 minutes to get from downtown to Sun Prairie, but it's still early in the evening, just after 4 o'clock, so we'll keep an eye on that map as more folks hop on the road.
Busy day today on the roads, that's for sure. Dana, thank you. See you in a few minutes. A months-long investigation into allegations that a Madison police officer engaged in sexual activity in a department squad car has come to a close.
Lieutenant Reginald Patterson, who worked for the department for 15 years, submitted his resignation today after the investigation found he violated multiple department policies. The Dane County Sheriff's Office was also involved in the investigation, but did not find any evidence that a crime was committed. Patterson had been on administrative leave since a video surfaced in mid-September. That video appeared to show an officer having sex in a squad car in a public place. The department shared few details during the course of the investigation, citing the department's policy on internal investigations. In a press briefing in September, Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes said the other person involved in the incident was not a sex worker.
A Georgia jury has reached a verdict in the trial of 3 white men accused of murdering Ahmaud Arbery last year.
Natalie Brand reports from Brunswick, Georgia.
Malice murder.
There was a brief outburst in the courtroom as the judge read the verdicts.
Guilty.
And cheering as word reached the crowd outside.
Count 4.
Travis McMichael found guilty of malice murder, and all 3 defendants convicted of felony murder in the killing of Ahmaud Arbery.
Greg McMichael, guilty.
During the trial, Travis McMichael claimed he shot the unarmed jogger last February in self-defense.
He has not threatened you?
No.
Hasn't pulled out a gun?
No, ma'am.
Hasn't pulled out a knife?
He did not.
McMichael testified his father, Gregory McMichael, told him to grab his gun before they chased Arbery through Brunswick, Georgia, in an effort to make a citizen's arrest, believing he had committed a crime.
These are real experiences of real people who were very scared.
Prosecutors argue it was not a citizen's arrest since the 3 men had no direct knowledge of a crime being committed.
You can't make a citizen's arrest because someone's running down the street and you have no idea what crime they have committed that day.
This is the scene outside the Glynn County Courthouse shortly after the verdict was read. Demonstrators who have been here since the start of the trial have called for justice for Ahmaud Arbery.
I've been here 30 years. 30 years. And to get this outcome right now, it's a blessing.
Arbery's mother thanked her supporters.
It's been a long fight. It's been a hard fight, but God is good.
State of Georgia versus
The three defendants all face life in prison. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Brunswick, Georgia.
Jury verdict for.
Neither Brian nor the older McMichael testified during the trial. Well, you heard the three defendants were charged with malice murder and felony murder, and only Travis McMichael was found guilty of malice murder.
Joining us now to help with the legal terms in this case, Associate Professor of Law at the UW Law School, John Gross. John, thanks for being with us today.
My pleasure.
What's the difference between malice murder and felony murder?
So under Georgia law, malice murder was intentional murder. Purposely killing someone, having that specific intent to kill them. Felony murder is when somebody engages or attempts to commit some other type of felony and death results. And in that case, the person is considered to be guilty of felony murder because their conduct was inherently so dangerous and blameworthy that even if it was unintentional that a death results, the law still regards it as murder.
Professor, why so many murder charges against the McMichaels?
Well, there was the intentional murder count that only Travis McMichael, who was the actual person who shot Mr. Arbery, he was convicted of that charge. The other defendants also faced that charge, but the jury acquitted them of that, finding that they did not intentionally kill Mr. Arbery. However, there were many different counts of felony murder attached to the various defendants because they had been engaging in, according to the prosecution, other felonies. They had attempted to kidnap, essentially, Mr. Arbery. They had attempted to strike him with their vehicles, which would be a form of assault. And so if the jury found that they had done any of those other felonies, if they had committed any of those other underlying felonies, and then his death resulted, then they would have found them guilty of the felony murder counts.
So they were claiming a citizen's arrest, not self-defense, as in the Kyle Rittenhouse case.
That's correct. The cases have some similarities, but there are some essential differences in the cases. In Mr. Rittenhouse's case, he was claiming that he was not the aggressor in the case, that he had to act in self-defense. In this case, the three defendants, on the justification that they were attempting to make a citizen's arrest, actually pursued Mr. Arbery and tried to chase him down. And under those circumstances, the jury found that they were, in fact, not entitled to make a citizen's arrest, and therefore they were the aggressors in the case and also not entitled to claim self-defense if, in fact, Mr. Arbery was attempting to disarm the people who were threatening him with a firearm.
All right, Associate Professor John Gross, thank you very much for shedding some light on this for us. We appreciate it.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Happy to be here, and happy Thanksgiving to you, too.
Well, COVID testing sites around Dane County are seeing a surge as people prepare for Thanksgiving.
But if you were looking for a rapid test, you are pretty much out of luck in our area. That's what our Naomi Coles found out today. Naomi?
I talked to Fitchburg Family Pharmacy, who told me this Monday they shattered their last record for the number of PCR tests administered during the pandemic. A similar story at the county testing facility, who tells me they're maxing out capacity this week at about 400 tests a day. But if you didn't already get one earlier this week, you're probably out of luck, with retailers selling out-of-home kits for rapid tests and few offered around the area.
Rapid testing is kind of hard to come by right now. I know that some of the pharmacies and the larger big box stores have rapid tests for sale. We also offer rapid testing normally at our facility, and due to supply chain issues, it's been a while since we've had those tests, about a week.
Fitchburg Family Pharmacy, where you don't even need an appointment, isn't offering rapid tests right now, but is looking into them for the future. That said, county health officials caution it's too late now to ensure you're safe for family tomorrow if you haven't been tested already. Their turnaround time is about 48 hours.
The Dane County Sheriff's Office is reminding people to lock it or lose it after a pair of recent garage thefts in a Village of Windsor neighborhood. Deputies were called to Wolf Hollow Road just before 6 o'clock Wednesday morning for a report of a stolen car. The suspects were able to get into the garage because the garage door was left open. They stole a car and the victim's purse. The theft comes less than a day after a different person in the Village of Windsor reported seeing two people in dark clothing approach his garage on Eagle Ridge Lane.
Madison Metropolitan School District leaders say they're investigating anti-Asian hate speech graffiti found on hallways and stairwells at East High School yesterday. It comes just as students celebrated the Hmong New Year. Multiple students and staff found the graffiti during lunch yesterday. School custodians worked to clean it off as quickly as they could after taking photos to document it. The graffiti came as students in 2 Southeast Asian language classes wore their traditional Hmong clothing throughout the day to celebrate the Hmong New Year. Smith says as of last night, they do not know who's responsible for the hateful message and asked anyone with information to come forward. East High School will hold specific discussions about hate speech, bias, and bigotry on Monday.
The fiancé of murdered journalist Jamal Khashoggi is asking Justin Bieber to cancel his upcoming concert in Saudi Arabia. Bieber is set to headline Saudi Arabia's Formula One race December 5th, along with A$AP Rocky, Jason Derulo, and other artists. But in an open letter in the Washington Post, Khadijah Sengiz urged Bieber to, quote, send a powerful message to the world that your name and talent will not be used to restore the reputation of a regime that kills its critics.
What I need to understand in this case, when he called his album Justice, he has to be inside of justice. So what the idea that he's thinking about the saying or calling that it's a justice, and at the same time you are saying injustice.
Khashoggi was assassinated in the Saudi consulate in Istanbul in 2018. A U.S. intelligence report found that the Crown Prince approved the operation, but the Saudi Foreign Ministry disputes that report. No word from Bieber on the matter.
Kevin Zeitler, a Waukesha native and former Badger offensive lineman, is helping pay for medical expenses and funeral costs associated with the Waukesha parade tragedy. The current Baltimore Ravens guard tweeted yesterday, "We feel that the best way to help the affected families is to assist with funeral and medical expenses by donating to the fund which was set up by United Way and Waukesha County Community Foundation." Adding, "Together, we are Waukesha strong." There's more to come at 4. Many people are traveling again for the first time in a long time this holiday.
We'll talk with CBS News senior travel advisor Peter Greenberg about how to avoid those travel bumps when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Since 1921, Dane County Humane Society has served the community as your local nonprofit animal shelter. You can be a part of our legacy of compassion when you adopt, donate, or volunteer. Learn how at giveshelter.org.
What makes Salonpas Arthritis Gel so good for arthritis pain? Salonpas contains the most prescribed topical pain relief ingredient. It's clinically proven, reduces inflammation, and comes in original prescription strength. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Menards Enchanted Forest has been a Christmas tradition for over 60 years. We invite the whole family to come take a stroll and find everything you need to deck the halls. Find that perfect tree to display your ornaments, ribbons, garland, and tree toppers. Create a warm and cozy space with decorative accents and hanging decor. Find it all at Menards Enchanted Forest.
I was a Navy submariner for over 20 years. I spent a large portion of my life underwater. Service is about putting your country before yourself. But Senator Ron Johnson uses his office to serve himself. Ron Johnson passed a special tax break that benefited his family's business, then cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since he's been elected. That's not what service is about. Tell Ron Johnson to stop voting for tax laws that benefit himself.
It's a fact. 2 out of 3 Americans who qualify for Medicare do not receive all the benefits they deserve. You could be missing out. Now, Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield introduces a free Medicare plan checkup to make sure you receive all the benefits you qualify for in 2022. Call 1-855-597-0884 today. and receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium. Benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free exercise classes. You can even receive money towards over-the-counter health items. Call 1-855-597-0884 today and feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2022. You can receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium, like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. Call 1-855-597-0884 and make sure you're not missing out.
Do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, restoring normal and natural functionality where it counts most. Call now and receive an ultrasound. Your initial consultation all for free. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Since 1921, Dane County Humane Society has served the community as your local nonprofit animal shelter. You can be a part of our legacy of compassion when you adopt, donate, or volunteer. Learn how at giveshelter.org.
Welcome back. Salvadoran authorities announced today they seized 2.7 tons of cocaine valued at $67.5 million. This according to the country's Department of Defense. According to the statement, El Salvador has seized 7.4 tons of drugs so far this year, valued at $165 million.
Well, here's a fresh sign the U.S. job market is bouncing back from the pandemic's recession. New data from the Labor Department says weekly claims for unemployment benefits are below pre-pandemic levels. Last week's jobless claims adjusted for seasonal swings totaled 199,000. That's its lowest level in 52 years. Some economists say layoffs are hitting new lows as employers take measures to attract and hold on to workers. Overall, nearly 2.5 million people received government benefits under various programs in the week ending November 6th. That's down from 3.2 million the previous week.
Those numbers resulted in a mixed session on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials lost 9 points, ending the day at 35,804. The NASDAQ, though, added 70, recovering from 2 days of losses. The S&P 500 was up 10. Today is one of the busiest travel days of the year, and many people may be a little rusty when it comes to traveling thanks to COVID.
Joining us from Saudi Arabia is CBS's senior travel advisor, Peter Greenberg. Hi, Peter. It's been a while.
It has been a while, and I miss Madison a lot.
Well, make sure when next time you come back into town, you let us know. So lots of people are traveling right now, and it's not going to be smooth sailing whatsoever. So what will the rest of this year look like by anyone, for anyone traveling by plane, train, or automobile?
Well, normally you have the Thanksgiving weekend, which is the busiest travel period of the year, and then it drops off even through Christmas, and then January and February, it doesn't really bring back up again until April. Not this year. Seasonality is out of the window. Everybody's going to be traveling. Planes are full between now and next March. That's in no small part due to the foreign travelers who were allowed back in the U.S. if they were vaccinated as of November 8th. So the airlines have started pulling flights out of their schedule because they couldn't support the schedule they had. They didn't have enough pilots or flight attendants. The TSA is overstressed. They're 4,000 agents short. So between now and next year, it's not going to be a pretty November and December, not to mention airfares have nowhere to go but up.
So pack your patience.
Pack your patience and have a plan B. Remember, if every flight is full and your first flight is either delayed or canceled, the airline can't put you on another flight because that flight is full. So you have to be strategic here and figure out what your plan B is going to be.
What about people who might be searching for some vacations down the road? Any Black Friday travel sales that you might be hearing about?
This year, not as much. The Black Friday sales that we've seen are very short term. You got to book it between Friday and Sunday, and they expire on December 15th. Of course, they don't want to block out the Christmas period for higher fares. So if you're really looking for a Black Friday deal, forget Black Friday and look for the week after Thanksgiving. That's when the fares will start to plummet, starting in January, February, and March, and that's when you strike.
Great advice. How about some trouble spots for travelers that they need to know about so we can avoid them?
Well, right now I'm speaking to you from the Middle East, but I've been in Europe for a long time, and you know what? That's been a great destination for bargain fares. New York to Paris is $395. New York to Dublin is $359. However, we've seen a spike in the number of COVID cases Austria is now shut down. Vienna is not shut down. The Netherlands is shutting down. You're going to see changing in the rules around the world as those cases go up. So watch it carefully. Another reason to buy a ticket on a U.S. carrier. Remember, they did get rid of those draconian ticket change fees, which means if your flight is canceled or you can't go, you're not going to lose your money. Foreign carriers have actually ignored that rule. So if you're going to fly overseas, and I do all the time, try to do it on a U.S. carrier.
And you feel fine, you feel safe traveling overseas?
I do, because the metric is not the vaccination level of where you're going. It's truly the vaccination level of the people who are going. I've had my 2 shots. I've had my booster. I play by the rules. I wear the mask. I do practice social distancing, and I get a chance to enjoy an uncrowded destination.
Absolutely.
So be smart and have lots of patience is the key here.
Indeed. Indeed.
Peter, have a happy Thanksgiving. Great to see you again.
And let's go Wisconsin over Minnesota this Saturday.
Absolutely. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you. Well, up next, we travel into outer space. Wait until you hear what NASA is doing to protect the planet.
They're launching a rocket to see if they can knock an asteroid off course, just in case. That's when Live at 4 continues.
Vitense Golfland Golf Suites. Practice in a golf range in comfort year-round. Enjoy the practice and entertainment experience with friendly VIP grill and bar service, heated tea areas, comfortable overhead heated seating, music, and HD TVs. Only at Vitense Golfland.
Your eyes, beautiful on the outside, but if you have diabetes, there can be some not-so-pretty stuff going on inside. It's true. With diabetic retinopathy, excess sugar can damage blood vessels, causing vision loss or even blindness. So remember this. Now is the time to get your eyes checked. Eye care is important to your long-term diabetes management. See a path forward with actions and treatments that may help your eyes and protect against vision loss. Visit nowic.com and take control of your sight.
An official message from Medicare.
Did you try it yet? Comparing plans?
Oh yeah, they sure can change year to year.
I found lower premiums.
And lower prescription costs.
That'll save you money. So, Mark?
On Medicare.gov now.
Open enrollment ends December 7th.
Use the plan finder at Medicare.gov to compare Medicare health and prescription plans.
Comparing plans really pays.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
It's time to choose a Medicare plan. So why not choose a 5-star Medicare Advantage HMO plan from Quartz? Starting as low as $0 per month, including medical, hospital, and prescriptions, and dental, vision, and hearing aid benefits. Learn more. Call us today to find a plan that fits your budget and your lifestyle. Quartz offers the region's top-rated Medicare Advantage plans, and they're now even more exciting. New for 2022, the Quartz Cash Card gives you the freedom to spend up to $460 annually on a variety of health-related products and services. And Quartz gives you access to an all-star team of high-quality providers, featuring UW Health, giving you the 5-star treatment you deserve. Because at Quartz, you're the star of our 5-star Medicare Advantage plans. Don't wait. Call now to get plan details from Quartz or speak with one of our enrollment specialists today.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. Very well-qualified buyers can get 2.49% financing and $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash on most Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups.
Vitense Golfland now offers 2 indoor golf and multi-sport simulator suites. Play over 100 championship golf courses with unmatched golf swing data and visualization. Or play other sports and games using real sports equipment. The Vitense Golfland simulator suites provides a fun indoor entertainment experience.
Well, take a look at this. Brookfield Zoo's Holiday Magic, Chicagoland's longest-running lights festival, kicked off its 40th year. It features over 2 million LED lights and various exhibits that incorporate the zoo's character.
Oh, it's pretty.
One new attraction entitled Sea of Lights showcases 2 miles of lights, and the zoo's West Mall is covered in lights to create waves. The event runs on various weekends through the end of November and into December.
That's worth a trip.
It is. Very cool.
Spectacular. All right, Dana, we have some Thanksgiving trivia for y'all.
Yes.
Maybe you've noticed, maybe not, but look at a can of Ocean Spray cranberry sauce. The label is upside down.
Wild. Here are the details, guys. The company says it puts the label on that way on purpose. So grocers and you store the cans with the side upside down. The reason is simple. Ocean Spray says it causes the contents to settle and air bubbles to form at the top. That way, when you open it from the bottom of the label, you can actually slide a knife right along the edge of the can. That breaks the vacuum sealed inside, and then the cranberry sauce will slide out intact perfectly to plop on your serving dish.
I feel like this is my science experiment.
And it's the perfect piece. So here's the sound, right?
Did you hear the...
I heard a little.
It didn't sound so exciting.
No, but it even says open.
It does.
On the top of it, which is actually the bottom.
Yes.
It says open on the other side.
None of us knew this. Mark knew. Mark knew the secret.
And I saw this. I've already opened some cans, and I thought, oh, somebody must have been bored at the Ocean Spray
and put the label on upside down.
Yes.
That's what most people think.
Did it on
purpose.
purpose.
Like, you know, like whatever. That's cool as long as cranberries are in there.
That's the only way to have cranberries. It's got to have that ring around it.
Yeah, it is, right? You always. That's it, right there. Okay.
You know, Wisconsin's #1 cranberry producer in the country.
Yes,
of course.
Yes.
But a lot of people are going to be doing this tonight / into tomorrow, getting ready for things.
Sorry that there was no kerplunk. It was a little bit.
There was a little kerplunk.
We tried.
We tried. Good travel weather.
Thankfully, yes. Conditions okay as far as Mother Nature goes, but we're going to keep a close eye on the roads over the next few hours. We'll look at your full forecast right after the break.
Keep your family warm this season with new winter boots. Rogan's has 20% off the best name brands for mom, dad, and the kids. Save on winter boots for the whole family from Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need, and we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Women are living longer than ever before with Kisqali when taken with an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant in postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus an aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Welcome to the lifestyles of the smart and savvy. When it comes to saving money, the Marshalls are masterful. But back in the day, that was not the case. Today, savings is what drives them. That's why they chose Consumer Cellular.
You live and learn.
They get the same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Imagine talk, text, and data starting at $20 a month. Plus, AARP members get exclusive discounts. Switch today and get $100.
Have you seen those small
careful with it.
Sorry, Missy.
Excuse me, could we...
Excuse me, I was wondering, could we...
Finding the right person for the job isn't always easy. But when you have an insurance question, you can always count on your local Geico agent. They can give you personalized advice and could help you save hundreds.
Who wants some dress shirts?
For expert help with all your insurance needs, get to know your local Geico agent today.
The holidays brought a great gift this year. It's my Rogan's receipt. Next time, with the receipt, my purchase will be half price. Maybe some new boots.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, it's Thanksgiving Eve, and it is a little cloudy outside. Thankfully, no precipitation falling from these clouds, but a bit of a dreary afternoon and evening for us. Looking ahead to tomorrow, it is going to get quite cooler. Temperatures pulling back a little bit for afternoon highs for Thursday and for Friday. Highs will be in the low 30s. And that's a departure of the low 50s where we're at right now this afternoon. So quite a slide for us heading into tomorrow. Dry conditions really settling in into next week. We might see a few flurries for early tomorrow, but certainly not enough to lead to any accumulation and nothing that we're really watching for us heading into your Thanksgiving holiday. Mostly cloudy skies currently. Areas closer to Milwaukee might see a light isolated shower closer to midnight. For early tomorrow morning, though, it just looks like the possibility to see a few light flurries passing through early in the day. We have quite a dry air mass in place, so this likely not really reaching the ground for most of the area and leading to any sort of accumulation, but still could see a few snowflakes swirling around early on in the day. Once that cloud coverage clears out, though, we're transitioning into partly sunny skies for the afternoon. It is going to be a bit breezy outside for Thanksgiving Day. That wind coming in from the northwest, and wind speeds could pick up just a little bit for us in the afternoon. Temperatures fall through the 20s through the evening. Overnight, it will be chilly. We start off Friday with temperatures in the teens, mid to low teens for areas north of Dane County, likely seen in the upper teens for areas south of Dane County. We'll see a little more cloud coverage for us throughout Friday morning. High temperatures landing close to freezing, so a cool afternoon for us for Friday. But the good news is we stretch out in that longer range outlook, a little warmer trend developing in our 6 to 10 day outlook. Notice through most of the country seeing that above average trend. Dry weather still anchored down through the rest of the month into the start of December, and of course that does mean that things will stay just a little dry, a little not so white and rainy outside for us over the next several days. Be nice to start off December maybe with a little bit of precipitation, but not in store. Partly sunny skies in the afternoon tomorrow for your Thanksgiving Day. High temperatures will be close to freezing. Not too bad outside, though. Staying close to freezing for us for Friday, heading into Saturday and Sunday. Again, that slight chance for flurries possible Saturday night into Sunday, but nothing where we're concerned about any sort of accumulation right now. Sunshine for next week for our transition into December, and we're going to hold off on any moisture really building back in until we get into the following weekend. High temperatures trending in the 40s, actually just a little bit above average for most of next week with overnight lows in the 20s. It will be cool outside, but not too cold just yet. And tomorrow, thankfully, travel conditions staying okay for us, but it is going to be a bit breezy outside as you're walking laps in between food rounds. Outside, just marching around the house for us, guys.
Good day to watch some parades and football and eat turkey.
Yes, indeed.
All right, Dan, thank you. How's your cranberries?
It's not that bad.
It hasn't made history overnight with the launch of a mission that sounds like science fiction, but aims to protect our planet from a very real threat, a devastating asteroid strike.
For the first time, a NASA spacecraft will try to knock an asteroid off course.
Mark Strassman shows us why this planetary defense mission is so critical.
Look out. In the 1998 sci-fi thriller Armageddon, an asteroid the size of Texas is on a collision course with planet Earth.
The United States government just asked us to save the world.
And actor Bruce Willis jumps in to save us all.
You're going to remote detonate the bomb.
So in Hollywood, they blow it up.
Right. You don't want to blow it up because that doesn't change the direction of all the material. It's still coming at you. It's just buckshot instead of a rifle bullet.
Lindley Johnson ought to know.
Yeah, well, I'm the real Bruce Willis.
You are. He is NASA's real-life planetary defense officer, trying to find asteroids in our solar system before they find us. More than 27,000 near-Earth asteroids, seen here in blue, have been identified so far. About 10,000 of them look large enough to cause damage if they were ever to strike Earth.
Smaller size asteroids, even as small as a few hundred feet in size, if they were to impact, particularly in a populated area, it would be a natural disaster on the order of anything that we've ever dealt with.
In 2013, a meteor just 60 feet across exploded over Russia, injuring more than 1,600 people.
As it now stands, how vulnerable is the Earth to one of these objects?
To a large object, there's currently nothing to stop it.
Liftoff. But NASA just launched Earth's first planetary defense mission, the Double Asteroid Redirection Test, or DART?
DART is a spacecraft that's purposely going to crash into an asteroid.
Planetary scientist Nancy Chabot is the DART coordination lead. Near Baltimore, the Johns Hopkins University Applied Physics Laboratory built the spacecraft.
So this is Didymos.
Chabot showed us DART's test target, a harmless double asteroid nearly 7 million miles away. Didymos is about 2,500 feet across. Next fall, DART will target Dimorphos, its smaller moon, an asteroid roughly the size of the Washington Monument.
The DART spacecraft is going to come in at 15,000 miles per hour and hit it pretty much head on here.
An impact that would slow this asteroid's orbit by about 1%. But the tactic could make a hypothetical Earth-bound asteroid miss.
Small nudge changes its position over time so that the Earth and the asteroid wouldn't be on a future collision course.
Bump it ever so slightly and knock it off course, remove the threat.
Correct. But luckily, there are no known hazards in the next 100 or so years. But we actually haven't found all of the asteroids yet, which is why it makes sense to be ready in case you needed to.
In fact, scientists believe they've found fewer than half of all near-Earth asteroids big enough to cause devastation. Of course, Hollywood could spot the next threat from the sky anytime.
The two halves are going to miss us by 400 miles.
Mark Strassman, Laurel, Maryland.
Sleep well.
I hope NASA's Bruce Willis is a good shot.
I hope so, too. Well, coming up next on Live Before, we take you to the movies the holiday week with a sneak peek of Encanto. Encanto?
Encanto.
Encanto, that's right.
And then at 5, we take you through a geographical timeline of the Waukesha Parade tragedy. We're back after this.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Save on all appliances during the Black Friday sale at Grand Appliance. And get up to $1,000 in extra savings you won't find anywhere else. Save on popular brands like LG with this 27 cubic foot 4-door French door refrigerator for just $18.98. Or this 4-piece stainless steel kitchen package with convection range for just $23.47. Shop now at grandappliance.com. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
Guys, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, Peak Performance for Men has a natural solution that can help you today. That's right. Stop wasting money on pills and inferior technology that hurts and just masks your ED. Fix it for good. The best part, our ED treatment is non-invasive, painless, and you can get back to your natural functionability after just a few short in-office sessions. Call us today and mention this ad and your initial consultation is free. We are Madison's trusted specialist and only national erectile dysfunction provider. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Nothing beats a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Right now, get a Beauty Rest Queen mattress for only $3.99. Upgrade and save up to $400. Plus, get a $100 MasterCard reward card with a Beauty Rest Harmony Luxe or Beauty Rest Black mattress purchase. Harmony Luxe Queens start at $14.99, and Beauty Rest Black Queen mattresses start at $21.99. And with free delivery, you can't make a mistake. Only at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Life in the 608 is all about how you live it, and there's plenty of inspiration.
This is just an idea that I rolled with.
I'm News 3 Now's Josh Spreiter. I'm visiting the people, places, and events that make this area one of a kind.
Who's the evil twin?
Tell me what inspires you, and it might be featured on News 3 Now this morning.
My motto is, be the change you want to see in the world.
In the 608, weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Well, here's a live look at the LAX, Los Angeles Airport.
Oh, this is going to look different tonight.
Just wait. Things are just picking up there. It's only, what?
This is normal.
2 o'clock in the afternoon out there.
Yeah.
So, busy travel day today, that's for sure. Well, Disney's latest animated musical features an extended family living in the mountains of Colombia.
And David Daniel has a look.
Hola, casita.
Encanto gives us a magical house in Colombia and the extended family that lives there, all bestowed with magical gifts except daughter Maribel.
I'm not super strong like Luisa.
The donkeys got out again.
On it! Or effortlessly perfect like Señorita Perfecta Isabella. It's a really hard thing at Mirabel's age, at 15, to train yourself to kind of think that you belong and that everything's going to be okay and that you yourself are worthwhile. Oof, that's a hard one for anybody, but especially a teenage girl.
Those with gifts can find they quickly become responsibilities.
It's a role that you step into. You didn't ask for it. It's just something that is bestowed upon you, and then you must play it.
Even though you are, exhibit something that you're passionate about or good at, you still need room to experiment and to grow and to fall, and then that's okay.
Lin-Manuel Miranda helped write the story and contributed 8 original songs.
I remember writing the opening number, The Family Madrigal, before we had a second act or a third act. Here we go. Here's everyone you need to know. Here are all the chess pieces.
With so many magical pieces, it can be tough figuring out where you fit.
Gift or no gift, I am just as special as the rest of my family.
Who wants more pink?
All right, guys, where do I drop the wagon?
Maybe your gift is being in denial.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
That looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
Encanto opened in theaters across the U.S. today.
I think your boys would like that one.
Oh, definitely.
Well, it's time to get your plant questions answered.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is standing by in the backyard patio, ready to take your calls. She looks like fall. The number is 608-270-9933. Call in now.
Building game changers one swing at a time. Ashlyn, tell us the mission of First Tee and what the overall goal is.
So we are a youth development organization that focuses on teaching valuable life skills as well as an academic remediation piece. So there's 150 chapters. We're one of 5 that have an academic component, and we really focus here on what's important to us here in Madison, which is closing that opportunity gap and helping our kiddos right here in Dane County.
And core values, I know, is a big deal, and that's something that is not only talked about here practicing the game of golf, but also in the classroom.
Definitely. So one of the most important core values that we see our kids display is confidence. They come in and they're very hesitant, they're scared, and you just work with them throughout that 12 weeks, and then you see them blossom. They're raising their hand, they want to stand up, they want to share, they want to show you what they've learned, and that is so exciting.
Does this inspire you right now? Tell us why people should give.
People should give because you never know where your $1 will make a difference, and First Tee is so much more than golf. We have many stories, but we are here working together with our community to close that opportunity gap.
FirstTSCW.org, right? Ashlyn, thank you.
It was my mom who wanted me to try new things. I think I started in 3rd grade. As a former participant in First Tee, I now want to give back and help other kids like me learning how to read and play golf at the same time.
Please give to the First Tee. We greatly appreciate all that you do to help our kids become better people and live better lives.
From Cherokee Country Club, I'm Emmy Fink.
And your bud is Madison.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto. It's the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. Entresto is proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, there's no telling where life may take you. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure. Entrust your heart to Entresto.
The Beltline slowing down just a little bit for us this evening. We are seeing speeds reduce significantly along the eastbound side, and now an accident eastbound close to the interstate. The left lane is blocked, so you can see those delays stretching all the way back through towards 151. Speeds down into the mid to low teens for most of that stretch, so barely at a crawl eastbound. Westbound, no delays right now, but we are seeing a few slowdown spots also on 14 heading out into parts of Iowa County, then up into Sauk and Richland County, up towards the Dells. No delays right now, but for downtown Janesville, a few minor stop and go spots. The interstate still smooth for us currently, but again, traffic expected to pick up just a little bit more the next hour or so. From the Beltline to Janesville, 24 minutes right now, 16 minutes to get from Middleton to Sauk City, and downtown to Sun Prairie, a 19-minute drive this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. Checking the traffic now in Sao Paulo, Brazil. A couple of toucans report traffic moving well on the highway behind them. Actually, they're more curious about the movement of the traffic camera as it moves about. Look at those.
I wouldn't mind seeing toucans instead of spiders on our little, like, highway cam and stuff like that.
They're beautiful.
Oh,
look at that.
That is nice.
All right, it's time now to get your plant questions answered. Lisa Briggs is out in the backyard patio. Not too bad, 50 degrees. Welcome to you.
It's not bad out here.
Absolutely. Let's go to the phones. We'll start with Andy in Madison. Hi, Andy. What's your question?
Yeah, Lisa, I have some plants that are about a year old on Christmas cactuses, and they don't seem to be blooming any at all.
So the trick with Christmas cactus is that they need to be there. They need to have day length, so they respond to how much light, and if you have them in a space or a room where you keep the lights on at night, then they're less likely to set flower buds. So you want to put them in a space where they're going to get good strong sunlight during the day, but then when it gets dark, like it is right now, that it gets dark in that room as well, and that's what's going to spur the flower production.
So they need night and day just like we do.
Like we all do.
Yes, exactly.
All right, now we have Eric from Madison. Hi, Eric. What's your question?
Well, hi there. It's about mums. It seems like every fall I buy mum plants, and they just don't last as long as mums I see elsewhere, like at Hilldale, that just keep blooming late into the year. Mine are usually planted in a raised planter box or a pot. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Well, the more, when you buy the mums, look for ones that aren't like completely flowered out. They, once they start to flower and they exhaust those buds, they're really not able to produce more flower buds. So choose ones that are more buds and less in flower. That would help. Also, it's super weather dependent and light dependent. So you're going to want to put them in a really sunny spot, and then it's just the weather. If we get those super cold days, then it's really going to affect how they're flowering. If you plant them in the ground, though, a lot of people have been having really good luck with them wintering over.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for calling. Let's go to Louise in Monroe. Hi, Louise. What's your question?
Okay. I had a few nice geraniums that were still good until it got too cold, and so I just pulled them out, roots and all, and I just wondered, will I have a chance to keep them over the winter, like in a bag or something somebody mentioned, or how would you keep them?
Well, you can do the bag method. You just want to let them sort of Keep them in a dry, airy place, not too hot. And a lot of people have really good luck overwintering them. And then I would say about mid-February, you can repot them. Other people also will just keep them potted up in a sunny window. You might have to do a little bit of pruning because they get kind of leggy depending on how the light happens in the wintertime in your home. But either way, a lot of people will keep their geraniums going.
Oh, okay, fine. Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome.
And we have Betty from Janesville. Hi, Betty. What's your question?
Betty, you there? Well, Betty went away. Let's go to Kay.
Kay in McFarland. Hi, Kay. What's your question?
Hi. I have a pink rose drift tree that came as a ball on the top, and I was just wondering if I should trim it this fall or wait. It was blooming up until last week, or if I should go ahead and wait till spring.
It sort of depends. A lot of people will leave those flowers on during the wintertime because they like to sort of see them. But if you want to clean it up now, you can do that or wait till spring. It won't make any difference one way or the other.
All right. Let's go to Betty in Janesville. I had the wrong button pressed here. Betty, you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what's your question?
On a magnolia tree or bush, I said.
Okay.
Can you repeat your question, Betty?
Okay, the question is on our magnolia tree. It has like 3 or 4 big stalks that come out beautifully dark pink. And this year, one of the branches went dead completely almost. And it did bloom a little bit, but that was it. Should we be cutting that off for next year, or just leave it and see what happens again next year, or what?
We've been seeing a really serious pest on magnolias over the last couple of years. It's actually a scale insect, and it's been pretty devastating to a lot of magnolias. So what you want to look for, Betty, on that dead branch is if you see like little bumps, like little warts on the stems. And so there are ways that you can treat. Now would not be the time, but in the early spring, you should use a horticultural oil. It'll smother any eggs that are around. And then there's a particular time in sort of midsummer when you would treat the crawlers. So look for that sort of, like I said, it looks like little pustules along the bark. They can be quite concentrated. They're sort of a grayish color. And if that is it, it is magnolia scale.
All right. Lots of questions. We're out of time. Thank you all for calling in. Lisa, thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you and Harvey. We'll see you later. And we'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
The holidays brought a great gift this year. It's my Rogan's receipt. Next time, with the receipt, my purchase will be half price. Maybe some new boots.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Beat the clock to the biggest Black Friday sale ever at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save up to 42% off top brand appliances, plus special no-interest financing. Doors open at 8 a.m. Friday. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
This Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. America's best-selling trucks are here, and capable SUVs are rolling out. Get great offers on the Ford that's right for you, like Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV, and Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. So this Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $500 bonus cash on Ford F-150. See your local Ford dealer today.
What makes Salonpas Arthritis Gel so good for arthritis pain? Salonpas contains the most prescribed topical pain relief ingredient. It's clinically proven, reduces inflammation, and comes in original prescription strength. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Beat the clock to the biggest Black Friday sale ever at Ashley Home Store. Doors open at 8 a.m. Save up to 65% off doorbusters and special deals. Plus, take up to a bonus 20% off our sale prices Friday only. Beat the clock starting at 8 a.m. Friday at Ashley Home Store.
The season for dress and casual boots is here, and Rogan's has your next pair. Savings with 20% off the best name brands. Get the latest trends today and save at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Tonight at 5, Thanksgiving travelers are rushing to get last-minute COVID tests this week. What's available and what you need to know. And an emotional reunion between a med-flight nurse and the patient she saved 22 years ago. That's coming up at 5.
She's on a mission,
Just watch her. She is a fire pistol.
leading her fighters in the battle of their lives.
Come on, Joel, let's go.
Charlotte Deleste introduces you to a fitness trainer giving hope to people fighting a terrible disease. Tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Here's a live look at Madison right now. A little cloudy outside. Some Christmas lights popping up on our camera earlier. Starting to see some more traffic lights also. 51 currently in Madison. It is mild outside. It's going to get a little cooler as we look ahead, of course, to Thanksgiving Day and Friday. We'll take one final look real quick at these traffic conditions. Eastbound along the Beltline seeing significant delays right now, mainly due to an accident close to the interstate. The leftbound lane is closed, but those delays stretching all the way back to 151 right now. So we'll continue to keep an eye on traffic as we work through the rest of this evening.
All right, be careful out there. Monday on Live at 4, we are not on the air tomorrow or Friday.
Good to know. I won't be here then.
I won't either. Our happiness expert will join us to help us cope with the holidays with COVID still an issue.
And our film critic, Will Loper, has the long holiday weekend box office numbers.
Beautiful on the outside, but if you have diabetes, there can be some not so pretty stuff going on inside. It's true, with diabetic retinopathy, excess sugar can damage blood vessels, causing vision loss or even blindness. So remember this, now is the time to get your eyes checked. Eye care is important to your long-term diabetes management. See a path forward with actions and treatments that may help your eyes and protect against vision loss. Visit nowic.com and take control of your sight.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. Very well qualified buyers can get 2.49% financing and $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash on most Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups.
I was a Navy submariner for over 20 years. I spent a large portion of my life underwater. Service is about putting your country before yourself. But Senator Ron Johnson uses his office to serve himself. Ron Johnson passed a special tax break that benefited his family's business, then cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since he's been elected. That's not what service is about. Tell Ron Johnson to stop voting for tax laws that benefit himself.
With Farmers Auto multi-policy discount, the more policies you have with us, the more you could save on your auto insurance.
Hey, hon.
Hi, honey.
Like what?
Well, you'd get a discount for insuring your jet skis and boat, RV, life, home, and more. You could save up to 45%.
That's a whole lot of discounts.
Well, we offer coverage for a whole lot of things, and you could save a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks.
What's up, Dad?
17-car garage you got there?
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Well, in today's Final Touch, finally some good ecological news. Australia's Great Barrier Reef is spawning an explosion of color. The World Heritage listed natural wonder is recovering from life-threatening coral bleaching episodes. Scientists recorded the corals fertilizing billions of offspring by casting sperm and eggs into the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Queensland. The spawning event lasts for 2 or 3 days. One scientist says the event is absolutely amazing. The network of 2,500 reefs covering 134,000 square miles suffered significantly from coral bleaching caused by unusually warm ocean temperatures in 2016 and 17. The bleaching damaged 2/3 of the coral, but there is hope. This recent spawning is the beginning of a rebuilding process, and it's definitely something to be thankful for this holiday week.
Absolutely.
That is gorgeous.
It is. Charlotte, thanks for helping out today.
Absolutely.
Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We'll see you back here on Monday. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.